Next card. Audience. Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to the Crew Chief Lounge again for a speech today. I'm going to be giving a speech that deals with change and how to adjust to change. So everybody in life has to adjust to change. Sometimes change is good, sometimes change is bad. But yet we're all wearing ACUs today, all in military, all in uniform. If you don't adapt to change in the military, you're going to get left behind. Promotion-wise, even literally wise, if you don't have a change to a vehicle, that vehicle won't move. So in the military, it's constantly changing, as you can see. There's a few things that I'm going to be discussing that deals with change that will make you see and realize that that you have to adapt to change when you're in the military. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the new changes to the NCES system, the non-commissioned officer evaluation system, education system. What's coming out, what it used to be is you could get promoted even if you hadn't been to school yet. You just had to eventually go to that school before you get promoted to the next higher rank. However, that's not the case anymore. What you have to do is when you go to from specialist to sergeant, you have to go to it was called the Warrior Leader course, it's now the Basic Leader course. And all these changes will take effect 1 January. But you have to go to the Basic Leaders course in order to get promoted to sergeant. You have 18 months in order to do that. And each step that you go up in the education chain, you have the 18-month mark. So once you hit specialist, you go to school, you come back from school, 18 months, you're promoted, you'll be good to go. Or once you're promotable, then that's when the 18 months kicks in. So once you're promotable, if you don't go to school within 18 months, you lose that promotable status and you have to do everything all over again. So you have 18 months in order to go to that school once you become promotable. And then the other change to that, to the education system, is there's a new course called the Master Leaders course. That's for individuals like myself, from Sergeant First Class to Master Sergeant and/or First Sergeant, should you get lucky enough to get a leadership position and be a First Sergeant. So those are the changes to the new STEP program. And it's called STEP program, and what that stands for is select. So you get selected to go to school, you get selected to go in front of a board. Select, train, so you train up to go to that school, you train while you're in that school. Educate, obviously that's you physically in that school, and then promote. So you have to be selected, you have to train, you have to be educated, and then you get promoted. That's the idea behind that whole concept. So other changes too. In order for you to get promoted in the next rank, they're big on you do promotion point worksheets, and sometimes a certain amount of points for military education, a certain amount of points for civilian education. What you have to do now is, or what is being focused on now, is PT, physical fitness is a larger area now as far as promotion points. And education, they're big on education, not just military schools, but civilian education is coming back stronger than ever as well. So make sure that you're focusing on those two areas especially. Moving on to the NCER, the new non-commissioned officer evaluation report is coming out too. So that's another change that's coming up. That change is also going to be effective 1 January. That deals with all non-commissioned officers. The previous form was the 2166-8. Now it's going to be the 2166-9. And it breaks it down into three types of NCERs. Before it was just the one NCER for all non-commissioned officers. Now there's 3 different types of NCERs. You have an NCER that the sergeant gets, the Sergeant E5 level. It's just an NCER, and what it does is it's basically a go, no-go status. And before you got rated, 1 through 5 on the bottom, 1 over 1, 2 over 2. That's no longer the case. It's either no, pass or go or no go. That NCO doing what he's supposed to be doing, or is that NCO not doing what he's supposed to be doing? So that's how the NCER looks like for just sergeants. For staff sergeant through master sergeant, it's kind of similar to what we have now. However, it goes highly rated. Above the peers, highly rated, meets the standard, and doesn't meet the standard. Okay, and only a certain percentage can get the highest level. All right, the most highly rated. All right, only 50% can get that block. So there's no longer going to be the 1/1 and everybody gets the same NCVR. So that's a huge change. It's kind of going to mirror the officer's evaluation report. Now on top of that, it's mirrored directly from the ADP 6-22. That's the leadership manual, the leadership ADP out that's out there, and there's a model that's in that manual that the evaluation report pulls straight from. All right, that model is actually physically in the new NCVR system. That change comes out 1 January. And there's the new uniforms that are coming out as well. So the uniform are the coyote brown uniform. It's called the 499 color for the belt, the T-shirt, and the socks. All right. And then the coyote brown for the boots, and the 499 pattern for the OCP. It's the new name of the new uniforms. You're off. I believe some individuals already have it. You're started authorized to wear that on 1 July. The articles of the clothing of that uniform started to come out in August timeframe. I know we have most of it here now, I believe, here in Korea. So the wear out date for this uniform that you can know, the last day you can wear this is 30 September 2019. And then 1 October 2019, you have to start wearing the new OCP uniform. And then some of the changes on that, this drawstring that's right here on the side is no longer there. This pocket right here is now bigger and it has a zipper. Those are some of the major changes, and I believe this is gone. I'm sorry, this is gone as well too. This Mandarin collar is also gone. All right, so those are some of the new changes for the uniforms. So those are 3 huge changes that the Army has implemented that's going to be taken effective, and then the uniform is already kind of effective starting now. But the education system, the level of promoting to the next rank, and the evaluations report for the non-commissioned officers is 1 January. So there's a lot of changes coming effective 1 January that you should be aware of. And obviously, like I said, the Army is constantly changing. This will be, with the OCP, will be the 3rd set of different uniforms since I've been in the military in the last 20 years. The physical fitness uniform is also changing. And that will be also the 3rd set of physical fitness uniform that I've had since I've been in the military. All right, so there's constant change in the military, constant change. Of course, when I came in, we had typewriters and 1 computer, and now we have computers everywhere, and we're all in the digital age, and everybody's sending everything digitally, whereas when I was writing counseling, I was handwriting that stuff. So, but if I just continue to handwrite everything, and I refuse to do the digital things, I'm going to handwrite everything still. That's the way to go. I'm not going to change. I probably wouldn't be standing right here right now, and I would have been, tossed to the side. You have to adjust to change. You have to adapt to change. If you don't adapt to change, then you're probably not going to get promoted with or ahead of your peers, and you're going to be struggling against yourself, and you're going to be miserable. Change is stressful at times, but that stress is sometimes good. It makes you, sometimes it can make you a better person, and it can definitely bring you up in life. And the more you adapt to change, the more that you're going to change yourself. And most of the time, that change is usually for the good. That's all I have. Anybody have any questions? Outstanding. All right, thank you.